approaches to the relationship between humans and technology. Airbus gives the flight computer much of the decision-making power in the cockpit. In their view, this is a way to prevent a lot of human errors by making sure the airplane doesn't do something that's going to cause a crash, even if the humans want to. But Boeing has a different view. Its philosophy is to provide information to pilots and have them make decisions. Having more information is better for the pilot than having the pilot in the loop in the equation, so to speak. I kind of like that. Airbus will argue vociferously that view is correct. I think that you're right. The final report is 1951, partly on a failure of technology. The erroneous radio altimeter data caused the autopilot to go to a improper mode. It is, of course, not a good situation. The cause of the radio altimeter failure was never uncovered. The Dutch investigation asked Boeing to improve the reliability of the system. We learned a lot about the radio altimeter system and how it affects the autopilot. Boeing is currently working on system improvements to prevent this type of autopilot event from occurring again. But the report also faults the crew for not noticing that their airspeed was dropping dangerously low, in spite of the fact that there were 3 pilots on board. Forget that you got an autopilot. You look at the airspeed, and you look at the altitude. Look out the damn window if you want to. But airspeed is a crucial component of staying alive and everything. And you always need to know what your airspeed is. But to Deepa, the crew's failure to monitor instruments is entirely understandable, and maybe more the fault of the instruments than the crew.
It's actually very difficult for people to be monitors of automation. One of the things that people don't do a good job of actually is monitoring. We're very good on-the-spot decision makers. We're very good at coming up with creative solutions to problems, but repetitive monitoring is the kind of thing that actually people aren't very good at all. So what we have to do is design automation to work with people in a way that keeps them more actively, cognitively involved and in the loop, and not just monitoring piece of automation to say, is it doing what it's supposed to be doing?
Who's the ultimate computer? The pilot, the individual who should be able to say, I don't know what this thing is doing to me, but I'm punching it off, flying the airplane, flying the jet. Well, probably the smartest thing we ever learned to say in our training in the airlines, fly the jet, do that first or nothing else counts. That's what they were going to do. June the 24th, 1982. British Airways Flight 9 cruises through the sky over Indonesia. In a few hours, the plane and all 263 people on board are scheduled to land in Perth, Australia. Felix Welch and her daughter are seated in cabin E at the very back of the enormous jet.
How's that heroin? You must spend price there. Oh, he's having a tough old time managing a car. What place for me to spend a few hours? Ooh, I'm being there myself. All right, Mom, we'll get there. We had already traversed at least 2 time zones. We were very tired. We had flown through Bombay, through Kuala Lumpur, hadn't been able to get much sleep, if any, and it was a dark, pitch black night.
Ahead of Fabian's village, Charles Capewell is returning home to Perth, Australia, with his 2 boys, Chad and Stephen. We're still done with Fabian. Let's keep it easy.
Oh.
What, do you want to sleep there? All right. It was a good flight. It was flying well. London was great, and then there was all really good to go on. The 2 boys were going to get back to tonight. I thought took control of the last stopover in Kuala Lumpur. Captain Eric Moody got his first taste of flying at the age of 16 when he took a gliding lesson. He was one of the first ever trained on the 747. London check with Jakarta. Jakarta control, speedbird 9 over Halim at level 370. First Officer Roger Greaves has been a co-pilot for more than 6 years. Barry Townley Freeman has been a flight engineer on these aircraft for just a little longer. I've not flown with Eric before, or Barry, that was the first time we actually met on that flight. As the jet flies over the city of Jakarta, it's cruising at more than 11,000 meters and has been in the air for an hour and a half. Captain Moody checked his weather radar. It shows smooth sailing for the next 500 kilometers. All right, Roger, it's all clear. Keep your eyes open. Be back in a moment. That's all you will do. Back in the cabin, many of the passengers have fallen asleep, while Charles Capewell and his sons doze. An ominous haze appears above their heads. It's still legal to smoke on passenger jets in 1982. For the cabin crew, though, the smoke seems thicker than normal. They begin to worry that a small fire may be smoldering somewhere on the plane. There's some evidence of it. Let's see if we can find it. A fire at 11,000 meters is a terrifying prospect. If there is a blaze somewhere, the crew must find it immediately. In the cockpit, the flight takes an unsettling turn.
Hello?